So I've had a lot of requests to do a full walk around of the truck, and that's what this video is about. Everything that I've done to the truck, basically the way it sits right now since I got it, and basically who I got it from. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Viper system. It's got a remote start Viper system on it. It'll remote start up to about a quarter mile away, and the cool thing about that remote start is it has a shock sensor. So if the truck is armed and someone comes along and bumps the truck, it'll actually sound the alarm. Now, it used to notify me that the alarm was going off, but unfortunately I jumped in the water with my remote, and ever since then, even though I've gotten 2 new remotes, it hasn't worked. So working on that, trying to figure that out, but it's not my top priority. Thought that was a big old turtle next to this really pretty creek. So the next thing I want to talk about are my painted bumpers. I've gotten a lot of questions over the years about what I painted my bumpers with. Paint. I had a shop sandblast them and color match the front and back bumper. I think it costs like $500 to do it, and I did it about 5 years ago, and it's still holding up pretty good. It's got a bunch of rock chips and stuff simply because this is metal and it doesn't give like plastic does, so the metal has more chips in it than the plastic. One of these days I do hope to repaint it. The next thing that I've done is I actually made this grill. I got this mesh insert, I think off of eBay. Got a OEM frame and cut the middle of it out, put that in, covered up all the rivets, and painted it black. It's not 100%, I really need to redo it, but it works for right now. And then I got the cross off of eBay. That was actually the first thing that I put on the truck when I got it. Excuse me. The next thing up front are these eBay special headlights. So far they work pretty good. Quality's not the best, but they really definitely finish the truck and its look. Sorry about the footage, trying to figure this gimbal out. What are you doing? I guess the next thing I want to talk about is the ceramic coating on this truck. I've had this ceramic coating for about 3 years now, and unfortunately I didn't take the best care of it. The truck sat for about 8 months. When the engine was blown, sat out in the sun for a while, and then I put a cover over it, and it kind of beat it apart, or beat it down, whatever. So, but it's still going strong and still beads up like it should. The truck's dirty right now. It just rained and I've been driving it around, so it's going to be filthy. Insane Paint and Auto Detailing did that. Those guys are awesome here in Birmingham, Alabama. Top-notch guys. The owner, Chase Tubbs, he is definitely one of a kind, genuine dude. And they love it when I bring the truck over there. They do a really, really good job. So that is that. And then the cab lights, Amazon specials. Oh, the tail lights. For everyone that used to say it was daddy's money, the tail lights are the only thing that my dad has ever bought me for this truck. The OEM tail lights, I actually did some nightshade on them to see how I liked them, and it was really dark. Couldn't see my brakes, so my dad was like, that's really dangerous. Why don't you pick some tail lights out and I'll pay for them? And I was like, all right. So they're Go Recon tail lights. Haven't had any issues out of them. I guess we can walk around and take a look. I'll show you all the tail lights. So these are the tail lights. So that's that. Next thing is the wheels and tires. These are BMF 9x20 with a 0 offset. And we'll talk about that 0 offset in a later video whenever I talk about how to drag race. So I get asked that a lot too. And then I've got 305 50 R20 420s. And for everyone that asks how much they stick out, they really don't stick out much at all. The front sticks out maybe a ½ inch. So I really like the BMFs. So I've got OEM side mirrors. I'm gonna stick with these. I don't think the new style mirrors match the truck style, so I like these. I've got 5% window tint. If there's no cops around, I've got 5% window tint on the sides and 35 on the front windshield. I get asked about that a lot as well. I really can't see at night. I think my tinted headlights and my tinted windshield really affect that more than anything, obviously, because they're tinted. But if I didn't have tinted headlights, I think I'd be able to see a lot better, that or without a tinted windshield. But the two added up together makes it really difficult to see at night. I've tried LEDs, I've tried HIDs, I've tried halogens, I've tried a bunch of different types, and none of them seem to work very well. And then finally I've got a set of HIDs that I really like that hadn't failed me yet. So that's that. On the inside of the truck, we're not going to look in there because it's dirty. The inside of the truck, I've got a Kenwood double din radio, 2 Kicker Comp R series subs on a 1000 watt Rockford Fosgate amp, and my custom DSP5 switch that looks like a cigarette lighter. It's got an entertainment system, sunroof, sliding back window. Oh yeah, traction bars. Traction bars, my drive shaft, and my stack were all done by 208 diesel. So the front end, that's another question I get asked about all the time. What's done to my front end? All I have on my front end are tie rod sleeves, pitman arm, and idler arm braces. That's all I have. And I'll go into that at a further date whenever I do a video about drag racing. It kills me to see guys spending $1,500 on a completely new front end when all you need is like $70 sleeves. And I don't even know how much braces are, but that's really all you need to do a boosted launch. Lower your front end. It's that easy. Just take your torsion screws all the way out, put them back in exactly where you had them, make a few passes. You're not going to wear out your tires. I've done it a lot. So now for the big things. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything first. So the engine, it is a fully built HSP race engine with illusion orange powder coating done by HSP. The turbo kit is done by HSP. It's got an S400 467.7 billet turbo. It has 100 over injectors, 12mm CP3, both by SNS diesel. If you're looking at injectors and a CP3, I highly recommend. Just ate a bug. I highly recommend working with SNS diesel. They're awesome guys to work with. Sorry, I'm trying to figure. There we go. They're awesome guys to work with and really know their stuff. So the engine, like I said, was built by HSP. They built it for 1,000 horsepower, daily capable, obviously race engine. It's got stock heads with push rods, valve springs. I've done head gaskets, 625 head studs all around. It's got a 1/2-inch girdle. It's got race cast pistons, Mallet, however you pronounce those race cast pistons. I think they're bored to .02 over. It's got Waggler rods. It's got a Compstar crank and a Street alternate firing cam. I think that's everything for the engine. 100 over injectors, 12mm CP3, both by S&S. Everything was through HSP. Ryan Daniels at HSP built the engine, and I couldn't be happier with his build. Dude is legit. I literally call him all the time and we talk, and I've had a couple wiring issues and he'll be like, yeah, try this, and it'll be spot on. And he just really knows what he's doing and what he's talking about. He also built the transmission. The transmission is also Illusion Orange. I've got a 1055 converter, and basically billet everything, input, output, billet everything except for the intermediate shaft. And it's Limitless's kit, Limitless Diesel's kit. Let's see. So right now I'm working on tuning, trying to figure out what I've got going on with that. So right now it's got about, I know I've said that a lot for those of you that have kept up with my truck for the past few years, but it seems like when I first got the truck back after building the engine, all I had were tuning issues, and then my transmission went out, then I got it back, and finally got the transmission and engine tuned right, and it's still not running to its greatest potential. I think it's got 11.5 in it. My best time so far is in 11.83. So I've talked to a guy and he says that he thinks he can get me there. So that's going to be for a later video. But for right now, my best time is in 11.83, which puts me around 750 horsepower to the rear wheels. I think it's got 800 in it, which should get me an 11.5 on the quarter mile, but time will tell. And as far as plans for the truck go, my goal has always been a 10-second truck. A 1099 would be, I'd be happy with that. I also would like 1,000 horsepower. So those have always been my goals. I've had those goals for a really long time now, and I'm still striving for it. And hopefully I'll be there sometime next year. We'll see how things go. But that's the truck. That's everything that's done to it that I can think of. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, I hate to be cliche, but like, comment, subscribe. The more y'all interact, the more videos I'll do. I'm really hoping to do some more reaction videos. I would actually like to pick up someone completely random, but I'm kind of worried about a lawsuit, and do a boosted launch. But I think I would rather pick someone that just doesn't know what it's like. Maybe someone at a truck meet or something. But overall, I love this truck. Never gonna sell it, so probably always gonna have some kind of content. Really trying to focus on my YouTube content and keep it coming. I've always liked entertaining people. Try to be a good influence and push people closer to God, so trying to use my platform for that as well, and obviously put God first, physically, spiritually, and mentally. So hopefully I can inspire people and give people a something to look forward to. And when you're working on your own truck, whatever goal you have, go for it. Work for it. You got to keep your life balanced. You got to keep people you love first. You got to keep God first, and everything else will fall into place. So yeah, that's that. Got my LED tail lights. Forgot about those. And my tag. Forgot about that. It's actually expired. Had a cop behind me earlier. I was really worried. I was driving 25 and a 25, and I was like, I'm not going to give him a reason to pull me over. And all of a sudden I remember my tag's expired. Luckily, I don't guess he saw it, but yeah. So, oh yeah, got a bed liner. So that's everything, I think. Rear end stock. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for the next one. Like I said, if you enjoyed it, let me know by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And constructive criticism is great. I know I say a lot. I know I say so, and I know I say those things, but yeah, you know, what do y'all want to see? You want to see more reaction videos? You want to see more vlogs? You want to hear more, you know, content of different kinds? You want to see my reptiles? Hunting vlogs, hunting season's coming up. You know, y'all let me know. I'll see what I can do. So stay tuned and shoot straight. I don't know.